At ease. It's your boy Soul Immortal. Brothers, I had a very interesting conversation earlier today, right? Now, you know I'm always talking about the 5% and the 95% woman, right? And I think that if a man is looking for a suitable woman to be in his life, then of course he should go after, the rare, virtuous, and 5% woman, right? It's a no-brainer. But you have to admit that every time we're talking about the virtuous woman, right, she always seems to have like a Mother Teresa-esque energy about her, right? And it makes me ask myself, like, is she really checking all the boxes at the bottom of the list? Because we always compare her to, of course, the 95%, the woman that's a little bit wild, a little rough around the edges, the woman that's a little ratchet, right? But I'm asking a question today, brothers, and I need you to help me out. Can a woman be virtuous and ratchet? Let's talk about it. Now, brothers, I'm going to be 100% honest. Full disclosure, right? I have always had a thing for a woman with just like a little bit of ratchery in her blood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like just the way they enter a room, they're just gonna walk with a little bit more, pop in that twist. You know what I'm saying? Just talking to them, just communication. They're gonna be just a little bit extra. And even in the most mundane of situations, just hanging with a chick with a little bit of ratchery in her, man, can make that situation, so much more fun. Now, before your mind runs off to the Bonquishas of the world, I lived in Louisiana for a few years. So I'm not talking about your 318 and your 504 women.
Beef, you take that elsewhere. Don't bring that here. First of all, if you was beefing at a wedding, you should have been beefing at that wedding. Why would you bring this to somebody else's club? That's sad.
No, I'm not talking about hood. I'm talking about just like a little Chef Bay's worth of ratchet. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like your Lisa Ray's, your Taraji P's type ratchet. And I'm sure at some point I made a video where I said, brothers, don't mess with ratchet women. I'm sure I have at some point. Because you have to understand that is a slippery slope. I mean, you mess around and get some of these, deep ratchet women that's talking about busting out windows, scratching cars, burning houses down. And you definitely don't want to go that route, right? But when you think about the Mother Teresa type virtuous woman, you really have to ask yourself, like, are you really about that life? You know what I'm saying? Because look at two different scenarios, right? Let's say a man is getting off work. He comes in the house, scenario A, and he hears some Donnie McClurkin in the background. He's walking down the hallway, and he looks over there, and he sees this nice, beautiful wife over there knitting. She's over there wearing a Christmas sweater in the middle of July, on some whole supper's ready type vibe. You know what I mean? And that's a beautiful thing, man, to have a safe, healthy environment, right? But let's take scenario B, right? A brother gets off work, he comes in, he's walking down the hall, he turns a corner, and he sees that his woman has taken off the professional suit of the day, and now she has on like a t-shirt and some boy shorts. She's sitting there dancing to some UGK in the background, some one with a trigger, two with a bat, three big brothers. The whole vibe is different. She turns around and asks you about your day, hands you a cup of straight Henny while she finishes cooking. So you sitting there sipping on straight Henny, looking at cheeks for the next 5-10 minutes. She puts the lid over the food, turns around and says, you know what? Come to the room, I got to tell you something. That's a whole different energy going on. You know what I'm talking about? If you can somehow take woman B and cram her into the mold of the Proverbs 31 woman, brother, you found a beautiful thing. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that your standard issue virtuous woman is a bad thing. I mean, because when a brother is on his grind, he's out and about, he's on the road traveling, he's on the road getting a bag. I mean, having that woman at home, it says a lot, because that woman is going to bring a sense of security that can't be matched, right? But there's more to a relationship than just a woman holding down the fort while you're gone. I mean, can you imagine what it's like, going to bed every night with a Mother Teresa? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you can't grab those braids while she's calling you dad. All I'm saying is that there has to be some balance in there, right? I mean, just yesterday on a video I posted talking about why women reject men, we were just talking about this same thing, but from the other end of the spectrum. We were talking about how women are attracted to certain guys. How even at a young age, women are attracted to guys that are more in their masculine, more independent, more free. You know what I'm saying? And as they get older, even though they marry the safe blue pill guy, even though they marry the guy that has the good solid career or whatever, she still has a low-key attraction to this other type guy. So why would it be any different with men? Yeah, we can get with a woman that's safe and loyal and all these nice traits, and of course that's what you want a woman. But at the same time, you have to have this desire in your heart, guys, for that woman that's just free in her nature. That woman that's just unapologetic in her femininity. You know what I'm saying? It's something about women with a little bit of ratchery in them that has that. Apparently it works the same on both ends. Maybe when a man is trying to walk the straight and narrow path, such in a tight manner that he can possibly lose some of his raw manhood. I don't know. But maybe when a woman is trying to be so virtuous that she can be walking such a straight line that she can lose some of that raw femininity, right? I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Can a woman be virtuous and ratchet?
Eddie!